So leaders, part of the International Networkers team, how do we welcome our guests? And the reason why is because about 3 years ago, I was sitting where you were sitting, listening to this information for the first time. And why was I sitting here? Why are you sitting here? Did the person that invited you twisted your arm? Promised you lunch tomorrow or dinner? Yes? Or yes? Did twist that arm? Say, just come with me? Yeah. Okay. That person, actually, one day you will thank them because they thought about you. They thought about you right away. You're very important into their lives. That's why they brought you here. And so they brought you here so we can share this information with you that maybe it could possibly change your life like it's changed mine. It's changed thousands of people, and it's still changing thousands of people's lives today. And if we look at what's happening today, present historical moment, what's happening out in the world? Can you guys guess? Tell me, you think there's high unemployment? You think people are trying to make a living today, earn an income with ways of the 20th century, and we're in the 21st century? Do you even understand that? What our parents taught us in the 21st century is not working today, is it? That's why we have high unemployment. How about less income? People are working harder and not making enough money. Not only that, what about Social Security? Should we call it insecurity? I read an article a couple of days ago. The city of Illinois, actually the state of Illinois, the governor's going to be signing a bill that's going to cut Medicare because they're $2.7 billion in deficit. It's going to cut Medicare, and 180,000 elderly people are going to lose their prescription drug coverage. So this is the beginning of the beginning, correct? What else is going on? Besides the high unemployment, the post office is going to be laying off 150,000 people by 2015. Did you hear that? Or am I making up stories here? And then another thing, inflation. Gas is going up, milk is going up, eggs are going up. You know what's amazing? Gas, eggs, and milk. Milk is going up, and it's still the same cow from 10 years ago, right? Still the same cow, except the milk is more expensive. So all these things are happening, yes or yes? Yeah. You guys can agree with me. So what are we here to do? We're going to talk about how would you feel if time and money ceased to be an obstacle in your life? What would you do? Would you travel? Would you retire young and see the world? Because that's what one of my dreams is, to retire my husband within 3 years. So what can we do so we can start traveling, seeing the world? You know, the great man upstairs made this world beautiful for our eyes to see it. What else would you do? Would you buy a dream house? I know I have a dream house. It's more like a penthouse on the beach. That's what I want. How about you guys? What do you want? Want a dream house? Where is that dream house? On the beach, out west, in a different country, different state? You have to start dreaming big. Not only that, what about what car? What dream car do you want? I know my 70-year-old mother wants a yellow Ferrari convertible. 70. Okay? These are the things, if time and money cease to be an obstacle in your life, would you help family members that are struggling today and not expect them to pay you back? Wouldn't that be nice? Or how about friends? Or how about homeless people? Or even starting a charity, a foundation to help the less fortunate. Open up orphanages. I don't know what it is that you want to do if time and money cease to be an obstacle in your life. But I know for myself, my husband and I would be traveling the world, to see the world. And who in here wants to travel? Question for you. And then not for the leaders, for the guests. You guys raise your hand. You want to travel? Yes? Do you want to travel with luggage or without luggage? Huh? Without? How about you? With or without? Without. That's a good answer. You know why? Because they're going to buy the clothes in every country they go to. That's why. That's a good answer. So there's a lot of things that we could do if time and money seems to be an obstacle. Yes? And that's what the American dream is, isn't it? That you work, work, work until you retire, and then the retirement, it becomes the golden years. And that's when you get to travel. And the people that are retired today, they travel all right. They travel from the house to the doctor's office, and the doctor's office back to the house. That's their traveling, yes? Okay, so to do this, what are the ways we can increase our income? We have a few ways. One is to be an employee, correct? And what happens with being an employee? 100% of your income depends on someone else. On yourself. You work a certain amount of hours a day, a week, a year, right? And what else do you do? Who controls your life when you're an employee? You or your boss? Your boss. Your boss tells you when to come to work, when to go home, when to take lunch, when to take vacation. Can you imagine? That's your choice. The second choice is being self-employed, and that's where I found myself. Because if I go to the Coral Square Mall, Coral Square Mall, and even the Sawgrass, they know me at Macy's by my name, they know me at Coach, they know me at the Pier 1, they know me at Yankee Candle, they know me by my name. You know why that happened? Because all I did was shop. When you're making that kind of money, you don't know what to do with it, you just shop. But what happens when you're self-employed? The business runs you. And if you don't do a good job, 95% of businesses today, small businesses, fail within the first 2 to 5 years. Guess what? I was in my 5th year. And when the economy took a turn, what happened to our business? It took a turn right with it. So we lost it. That's why I found myself sitting right here listening to this information. Now another way is if you buy a franchise. That's what I learned. You know how much it costs to get a McDonald's franchise? How much? $500,000. How much do you think it costs to get a franchise at McDonald's? About $20,000. How about you? $500,000. Oh, gotta tell you, it's more than $500,000. It went up to $2 million. So you have $2 million in your pocket to go get a McDonald's franchise, or a Burger King, or a Pollo Tropical, or any of these. They started $1 million up. And what happens with that? If you don't have the knowledge, and you don't have the experience, you could lose it all, correct? Same thing. Another way is if you become an investor. I'm not talking about working in Wall Street. I'm talking about becoming an investor like the Warren Buffetts, the Donald Trumps, the big wigs, right? And what do you need with that? You need a lot of capital and you need a lot of knowledge. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you're not only going to lose your money, but you're going to lose who else? Other people's money, right? And the other way that you're here tonight to hear about is called the business of the 21st century. It's becoming an entrepreneur of network marketing. You guys have heard of network marketing? Yeah. How many of you have tried it? The guests. Woo, 2 of them. How about you? Never. Wow. Any other guests in here that are sitting in the back and want to come up to the front? Ever try it? Okay. What is becoming a network marketing developer, right? What is that? It's basically developing a network. The wealthiest people, I learned, what do? They develop networks. How? Television network, radio station network, computer network, cell phone network. I mean, they build networks. Look at Oprah Winfrey. What did she start last year? Oh, network, right? And then the telephone, AT&T is a network. Verizon, all these things are networks. So basically, what is it? I'm going to explain to you. It's a very simple concept. Somebody thought of it over 60 years ago. But first I have to explain to you normal distribution, like it says here, traditional marketing. How does this work? A product or a service is made in a factory, correct? And from a factory, it goes to a wholesaler, goes to a warehouse, it goes to the stores promote it, they advertise it, promotions, and then it finally gets to us, the consumer, and we pay over 100%, correct? Yes? Yes. It's like the polo shirts. Who in here likes to buy polo shirts, the men? Even the women for your husbands. Do you know if you go to Honduras, you can get those polo shirts about $14? You go to Macy's and you pay how much? 50 plus? 49. Somebody must have just bought one. 49 on sale. But if you go to Honduras, they're $14. You go to Colombia, they're $14. If you go to Asia, Philippines, where do you think they'll be? Right? So we're paying over 100%. That's normal distribution. That's the way life flows. And for an example, you see this water bottle? For the guests that are here, this water bottle here, how much do you think it costs to make this water bottle in a factory? All the way back up here. How much do you think it costs to make this? 2 cents. This guy's been prepped. It's 2 to 5 cents, right? And if you stop at a gas station, how much do you pay for one bottle? $1.25. He's really prepped. How about when you go to a restaurant? $3. Movies. Look at that. He already, I was gonna say, wow. Go to the movies, and then the last one, the airport. How much is the airport? $5. Yeah, he's good. Okay, did you know that water's free? Did you know that? When you're paying 2 to 5 cents, you're getting the plastic recycled plus the water. And they're selling it at these crazy prices. Now tell me, how many of you in here, how many bottles do you think are sold a day in the world? How many? And who's making the money? In there. The middleman. They're making the money. You're paying the price. The factory's making the product. They're making all the money. So one man said, you know what? I thought of a different way. 60 years ago, he said, the future's going to change. Can you imagine 60 years ago? The future's going to change. What are we going to do? What are we going to change? We're going to change this system, and we're going to call it network marketing. And what do you do with network marketing? A product or service is made in a factory, and it goes directly to the consumer. So we eliminated the middleman here, and now we take the product or the service, person to person, word of mouth. It's the best form of advertising, yes? That's why a lot of companies today, they're cutting back on what? Advertising, on the TV. Because what is the first thing people do when a commercial comes on? Click, change the channel. And if you don't change the channel, you quickly run to the bathroom. Right? You quickly go get your dinner. You quickly go get a drink. So what's happening? The companies are realizing, wait a minute here. We're spending all this money, and the people are not watching it. You see, and they're realizing the best form of advertising is word of mouth. Now, how many people in here that guess? Watch this. I bet you that I know for sure that you've been either to Costco, Sam's, or BJ's. You've been there. Today. Wow. How did I guess you guys have been there? How did I know that? How did I know? Did you ever see them advertise on the TV? How did you get there? By somebody telling you, guess what? Milk is $3 a gallon in Costco, right? Oh, there's a big sale of toilet paper. So what do? You run there. You got there, word of mouth. But now, did Costco, Sam's, or BJ send you a check for the referral? Send your friend a referral check? No. They continue to stay wealthy, and you keep referring people. You've been doing it all your life. All your life. You watch a good movie? Did you ever pay attention when a movie's going to launch? They advertise it everywhere. TV, the radio, billboards, Facebook, everything, Twitter. As soon as that movie launches, advertising stops. Did you know that? Yeah. Did you know that? Do you know why? Do you know why it stops? They expect you to take it to your family and your friends. They're going to make it back from your mouth. So, with network marketing here, being this entrepreneur, we're going to learn how to develop the network. Like I said, that one person thought about it 60 years ago. What are the experts saying about this industry? What are some of the experts? A gentleman called Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki. Have you heard of him? Yes. Okay. Donald Trump started his network marketing company last year. Did you know that? He started it. And I just heard that. I'll mention that after the other person remind me, okay? Robert Kiyosaki said, same thing. The business of the 21st century is network marketing. Why is this happening? Because people are losing their jobs. Network marketing is global. What else are some of the benefits in network marketing? No territorial limits, right? Small investment, high return. What else?
No boss.
No boss. Do it part-time. You don't have to leave your job. You do it anytime you can. Paul Zane Pilzer, Another one, network marketing is positioning itself to be the next great economy. Lots of people, Susie Orman, they're all telling you and I to get involved in this industry. So, one of the biggest benefits of network marketing, I mentioned the little ones. The biggest benefit is something called, you guys could read, linear income versus residual income. Do you know what linear income is? Sorry? Exchanging time for money. Yes, very simple. If you don't work, what happens? You don't get paid, right? So what do they tell us? Retirement takes how many years to retire? In a normal system that all of you in here, including myself, we were all educated in that system, which is go to school, get a good education, and go out and get a good what? Job. And retirement, you're going to work 30 to 40 years. Residual income comes from network marketing. What is residual income? It's royalties. There's a difference. Royalties. Few ways to make royalties. One is if you're a singer. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Donna Summer. They made one song, or they made many songs, but they made one song, they made it perfect, and every time that song gets copied or sold, they continue to earn royalties even after they die. They say that they make more money after they die than when they're alive. They leave it for their families. Like Elvis Presley. He died 30-something years ago. 33, 34 years ago. He made $50 million last year, 6 feet in the ground. Imagine that. And you're 6 feet above ground, working, and having made $50 million. Right? That's the reality of it. He's 6 feet in the ground resting, and you're working, and he pulled $50 million. So here, we tell you that residual income, financial independence is what you get from it. And it takes a hard-working 2 to 5 years. 2 to 5 years of hitting it hard. You have a choice. 30 to 40 years. And where do you end up when you retire? Where you work hard for 2 to 5 years, and what do you end up with? Financial freedom. What's another thing? How many hours a day do you work in linear? 8 to 12 hours a day. 4 to 6 days a week. It's a scheduled time. Same set time every day, week after week, month after month, year after year, yes? Yes. And then the paycheck stays the same. No, everything else is going up, except the paycheck stays the same. Here they tell you, you work 1 to 2 hours a day, flexible time, 2 to 3 hours a week if you want. Okay, that's the choice between linear and residual. And here they said linear, it's a limited income and your life is controlled by somebody else. And what do they say with residual? Unlimited income and your life is controlled by who? By yourself, you. So that night that I heard this information 3 years ago, when we lost our business, and I'm looking at this and I said, wow, do you know I have 29 years left before I retire and get that grand old Social Security? You guys have heard of that, right? And they say to me, the government says, Francis, when you retire at age 70, we're going to pay you $1,036 a month. Sounds good? I said, wow, 70 years old, $1,036 a month, 29 years. Or I could try real hard, and in 2 to 5 years, I can get financial independence. That was my choice that night. I said either I can keep working hard and end up set $1,036 a month, or I can end up financial independence. That was the choice you had, just like you have a choice right now. That's what I was thinking about that night. And I said, you know what? Wow, this is exciting to me, because then I get a chance to take control of my life. But you know what was more exciting? Is that here's a woman who got a business up to $15,000 to $20,000 a month, and I'm seeing something bigger. I'm seeing something bigger. And you're going to see in a minute what I saw that was bigger. Okay? So, what company supports us? What makes this possible? Our company is called For Life Research. The founders here are David and Bianca Lisenby. They're a married couple. They have over 30 years experience in network marketing. They started companies before from zero, and they turned them into multi-million-dollar companies. So what they decided to do was launch their own company, call it 4Life, and they launched it in 1998. We're based out of Sandy, Utah. 1998, pretty good? How old are we? 14 years. Wow, 14 years. Somebody really duplicated. They keep saying 12. 14 years, right? And what happens? There's a lot of acknowledgments for our company. I have a couple of new ones because this is a little bit older. But Inc. 500, who in here, who the guests have heard of Inc. 500 magazine? You guys have. Boy, these have been prepped. They're good. I'll explain it to you. And anybody else in here that doesn't know what Inc. 500 does is they analyze 20,000 U.S. private companies. Out of those 20,000 companies, they take out the top 500. That's why they call it Inc. 500 list. Comes out every year. So 4Life came in, as you can read, number 15. I think you guys need to give 4Life a round of applause. Wake a few people up. 15 out of 20,000 companies. Imagine that. Isn't that incredible numbers? Okay, well, let me tell you better numbers. Updated. Last year, we ranked number 72 on the global top 100 global network marketing companies, and we went all the way to number what? 45. We went up 17 positions in 1 year. Come on. Now, there's a magazine in Colombia, right? There's a magazine in Colombia called Money. Money Magazine. They just announced in 1 year, we went from 159 to number 45 in Colombia. That deserves a big round of applause. That's not even the U.S. Remember that Colombia, third world country. We went from 159 to number 45. In the United States, 72 to number 45. So we're moving. We're moving. And so Success from Home did a whole article, not just one article, the whole book on us. So we're doing something good. So what is it that we're doing good? We have to have something that people need, yes? In order to grow. And this is where it gets good. Our products. Tell me, what price would you pay for your health? What price would you pay? Would you put a price on it?
Priceless.
Priceless. I think Steve Jobs would probably agree with you. The belated Steve Jobs. All that money, but he didn't have one thing. Health. It declines quick. Okay? So we have many products. We have over 100 products. All of our products are very top quality. They're kosher products. Our products are actually, what's not great, it's just a product, is that we have a patented technology. That's what makes 4Life special. A patented technology. A very advanced technology. Nanofactor technology. I'm not going to even get into all that because I don't even understand it myself. I just know that the products work. So what products we have? We have a lot of product lines. We have products for detoxing. We have products for weight loss. We have products for skincare. We have products for energy. We have products for antioxidants. We have many products. Okay, many products. So I'm going to go a little quickly over a few because I want to explain these to you. Our main product, our flagship product, is called the Transfer Factor. What does this product do? It helps elevate, boost the immune system. Did you know that the immune system is your core of your body? It controls the whole body. So if you have a strong immune system, what does that mean? It means your body's going to be able to combat viruses, bacteria, parasites, cancer cells, the list goes on. Okay? We have the most powerful product, which is patented many times, 45 international patents. That means you're protected all over the world and growing. Now we have products here. Question, who in here brushes their teeth? What about you? You don't brush your teeth? I didn't see that many hands. He's waving his hand. We have the best toothpaste. Why is it the best? Chemical-free, fluoride-free. And what does it contain? Transfer Factor. Keep your immune system strong. It helps with gingivitis, helps with cavities, helps with sensitive teeth, lots of things, okay? Also, too, Who in here uses body lotions? Creams, the women do, right? We have the best body lotion. Even the men there for that head. You gotta protect it. Why is this the best, this body lotion? Because it contains transfer factor. Did you know that your skin is the biggest organ of your body? You need to protect it, especially living here in Florida. So we also have the best gel to help people who have eczema, skin disorders, the best product. It's incredible. Also, we have products for energy. Did you know that energy industry is billions of dollars? Who in here needs extra energy? Who in here is tired of working so much? You know what? I don't work a regular job, but I drink this stuff like 3 times a day. You think I need it? It works. If you don't believe me, go to the person that invited you, ask them for a sample. This product works. Go to a gas station, Hess. They have a whole refrigerator full of Monster, Red Bulls. They got every kind. Huh? 5-hour energy. Somebody's tried that 5-hour energy. How did it work? Okay, do you know why this is the best energy products? Because it contains transfer factor. So it's a good, it's not a high and a crash. It's an all-day energy, slowly. Incredible product. We also have products here for the cardiovascular, high blood pressure pumps. We have products for diabetics. We have products for the eyes. That's one of our new products to help strengthen your eyes, the sight. We have products here for the memory. Who needs products for the memory? Students who are studying. Okay, retain a lot of information right there. We have Rio Vita, antioxidant with the acai, the blueberry, elderberry, everything with transfer factor. We even have it in the burst. And then the best products that we have is called Save the Marriage. You guys know what Save the Marriage is? Right here, Save the Marriage. What's that? It's called Male Pro. It helps the men for their prostate. And you know when you get, I think it's age 40, you start having problems, right? Here's another product, it's another energy, but it's called Resume. And if you take them together, it saves the marriage. And sometimes, it might not be the men, it might be the woman. So what do? We have the product for the woman for prevention of breast cancer, uterine cancer, and if you take it with that little Resume, what happens? You save the marriage. So what you need to do is go to the person that invited you, get more information, so you can decide what products you and your family need. We already know what you guys want, okay? So go to that person, get more information, because you know what I just heard the other day? Talk about this industry, and I'm going to mention the wellness industry. You guys ever heard of Jennifer Lopez? Do you know she brought out her own vitamins? Jennifer Lopez, isn't she a singer? And she brought out her own vitamin line. Why am I telling you this? You see, it was predicted that the wellness industry was going to exceed over $1 trillion in the next few years, okay? Like this, I'm going to explain it. The economists back in the 70s, they predicted, they said to people that if you get involved in the business of microwaves, you were going to become a millionaire. Did that happen? Oh, yes, it did. Every household has a microwave. Every school, every building. Now, can you imagine if somebody gave you a little tip and they said, invest in that business and you're going to become a millionaire? What would you do? Okay, in the 80s, you know what the economists predicted? That it was going to be the PC. Did that industry happen? Oh yes, look at, I have a laptop right here. We have the internet on our phone. We have, personal computers, laptops, iPads, tablets. That was in the 80s. And in the 90s, guess what the economists predicted was going to be the next big industry? The internet. But guess what's happening? From the millions of the microwave to the multi-millions of the PC, the internet was going to be in the billions. The economists have predicted since the early 2000s that the next industry was going to be the wellness. And it's going to exceed $1 trillion. When is it supposed to exceed $1 trillion? By the year 2020. How many years away is that? Guess?
7.5.
8 years. So I'm giving you a heads up today. 8 years before it comes, that if you get involved in this industry, you're going to be possibly, yes, big billionaire. You got to think big, exactly. So you're getting a little advice that if you get in this industry, that's where it's going. You got the industry of network marketing that's already brewing, it's already happening. Why? Because the more unemployment out there, the more it makes our business grow. So that's helping us. That's one way. And the second way is the products that we're carrying is directed to your health. The best of the best of the best. There is not one company out there that could beat what we have. You want to hear testimonies? Go to the person that invited you. Get more information. Because I'm sure there's a lot of testimonies in this room, including myself. I have 2, 3. I have a lot of testimonies. I can tell you alone. So you can go to that person, get more information. Because that industry is coming. And it's coming soon. So now we're giving you a little bit of advice, unless you want to keep working that linear that you said you enjoyed very much. Correct? How do you get started? Very easy. 4 steps. First step is that you're going to sign the application. You're going to get an ID number. This ID number can be used anywhere in the world. You can sponsor anybody in the world with that ID number. So there's no limits, remember? No territorial limits. Next one is to purchase your entrepreneur kit, which is right here in the front. This kit contains over $650 worth of products, and it has all your tools to get your business launched. It's not going to cost you $650. It's going to cost you a lot less, okay? But you get your entrepreneur kit. The next step you have to do is every month the company says you have to do a maintenance in your business. What maintenance do we have? We have 100 life points. Let me explain. You see all these products on the table? They all have different point system. Why do we work with points? Because 4Life is in over 64 countries. Everybody has a different currency. So instead of using a currency, we use points. Very easy. 100 life points, that could be as easy as 2 bottles of the Transfer Factor Plus. You think you can handle with that? You take one, give the other one to your wife, your husband, your neighbor, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your aunt. That's all you have to do. If you do more, that's great. But that's all. Unless you want to do a couple of box of energy, or unless you need the Save the Marriage products, you can use those. Whatever combination you want. And then the last step is to develop the network by duplicating. Duplicating what? What I'm saying, you're going to learn to duplicate. Very simple, right? Was that 4 easy steps for you? Okay, now I'm going to show you how you earn money per level. How about that? You want to hear about the money?
Yeah.
I know you guys do. Okay, show you the money. Now, this is an example. It could be any number that you want that we're going to put on this board. But the reason why we all use the same number is because we're all doing what? We're all duplicating. So it's easier to stay with the same number so everybody learns it. Do you think there's 6 people out there today that might be looking for an opportunity? Tell me. Do you think so? You think you can find me 6 people? You think you can find me 6 people? Anywhere in the world. Doesn't have to just be Florida. Okay. So this example is with 6. 6 people, what do they have to do every month? 100 life points. So 6 times 100 is how much? 600. Now, real quickly, this is the residual that you earn every month. There's 8 different ways to earn money on 4Life. Go to the person that invited you, ask them for more information, they can explain it to you. So now 4Life says on your first level, our royalty payment is 2%, so 2% of 600, it equals to $12 for the whole month. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Sounds good? You sure? Okay. A lot of people say, $12? You work hard all month and all you're going to make is $12? That's your foundation. Did you ever see the face of a person that lost a $10 bill? How about, did you ever see the face of a person that finds a $10 bill? Huh? Yes? Okay. $10. We're talking about $12 here. So what happens? We're going to teach these 6 people to do the same thing. They're going to duplicate us. So say they look for 6 each. Now you have 36 people. What do they have to do every month? 100 life points. So 36 people times 100, now you have 3,600 life points. What is your royalty payment on the second level? 25%. So 25% of the 3,600 life points equals $900. Plus the $12, now you have $912. You see how important that $12 is? Now, 3 years ago, I told the person that was presenting, stop. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear any more about money. I already see something big here. $912. I knew where it was going. You know why? How many more years did I say I had to work? Linear income? 29 more years? To earn how much? 1,036. And right here, I added 6 plus 36 is how much? 42. If it took me 5 years to get 42 people in my business, you think I'm beating the odds? At $912? And in 5 years? Or I could keep going for another 24 years to get $100 more. You see my point? That's what I saw that night. But you see, I'm different from everybody. A lot of people here, they want to see more. Show me the money. I'll show you the money. These 36 people, they look for 6 each. Now you have 216 people. What do they do every month?
100 life points.
100 life points. So now you have 21,600 life points. On your third level, you get paid 5% royalty. So now you have 1,080 plus the 900 plus the 12. You see how we're going up? I already beat the odds on Social Security. Now we're going to go one more level. These 216 people, they look for 6 each. You have 1,296 people. They do 100 life points a month. You have 129,600 life points. What do you get paid on your fourth level? 12%. 12% of the 129,600 is $15,552 plus the 1,080 plus the 900 plus the $12. That's around $17,500. $17,500. You think that could change your family? You think that could change your lifestyle in your own house? Remember what I said to you? We are a business. We had a business. I'm a professional businesswoman. And I was earning how much? 15 to 20,000. And I didn't have to go see all these numbers. I knew this was a monster. Because why? Because we got the trend happening of the wellness. We have high unemployment. We have people looking for options today. And we have their answer. So I didn't need to see all these numbers. All I knew was that I had to do what? Learn how to build the network. Who's going to support us? We belong to a team that's called the International Networkers Team. We're an organization of more than 12 years experience in the industry of network marketing. We've been producing professionals in this industry. We have an educational system right here, the Guide to Success. This is your roadmap to the treasure. This educational system was started by a gentleman called Dr. Emilio Navarez. He started in Puerto Rico. He started back then with 3 professionals. He was a veterinarian. He started with a security guard, his cleaning lady, and a carpenter. He started with those 3. He worked with them, and 5 years later, they all became millionaires. The ex-security guard is right down the hall. The ex-security guard had a nephew in Miami. The nephew was called Jose Martin Rosado. He worked at Flowers Bakery for 17 and a half years, made good money, but what he didn't have was time freedom. His uncle presented this opportunity, what you're seeing tonight, and he said no. Can you imagine that? Why is he saying no? Because his uncle wasn't just a security guard. He had 9th grade education, lived in a basement, total bankruptcy, and 3 divorces. And he's calling him to tell him he had $1 million business. What would you say to your uncle with those kind of credentials? So he said no, until 4 years in the future, the ex-security guard came to Florida, called him up, he saw his uncle, he didn't recognize him, not even the speech, he found out he had been traveling the world, he was a millionaire. What do you think happened to him? He got involved, and within 2.5 years, he retired his wife, he retired himself, from working 17 and a half years today. They've been in the business like about 7 years. They are also living a large life, traveling the world, helping more and more people to get to where they're at. He is one of our mentors. He will soon be up here in Broward. He lives in Miami. If you want to meet that security guard, I think he's down the hall in the Spanish meeting. But what got me excited that night, here we go back 3 years ago, is that this educational system is with proven results in more than 40 Latin countries. Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Venezuela, Argentina, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Honduras, Nicaragua, Spain, more than 40 Latin countries with results. That's exciting, correct? All those countries that I mentioned are Latin. What language do they speak? Spanish. If you go down the hall, what language are they speaking? Spanish. So 3 years ago I said, wow, we're going to have an industry that's all ours. And it is completely virgin. Which is what market? The English market. What's the international language of the world? English. And they haven't touched the English market. That's in our hands right now. That's right here. What you see is the English market. So give you guys, yourselves, a round of applause. Because you are the English market. You are the first and standing and still going English meeting for the entire team of over 12 years. Right here. So give yourselves a round of applause. You know where this is going in the next 2 to 5 years? People in this room are going to go to bed poor and wake up millionaires. Millionaires. People in this room are going to have totally different lifestyles. But the choice is up to you. We've presented you an opportunity that it's time to take charge of your own future, an opportunity that can change your life, an opportunity that I'm grateful every single day. I thank God it came to my life. Because of this opportunity, I only do 4 Life full-time, and my job is to teach as many people as possible to do the same thing, to obtain the same results. So this opportunity is in your hands, so please go to the person that invited you, get a package of information, and don't even think about it. It's a decision that you have to make quick, and then you have to jump on board, get connected to this system, and on your road to financial freedom. So thank you guys very much.